Spark plug replacement. Open the engine bonnet and secure it safely in the open position. Install the fender covers. Spark plugs are fitted on top part of the engine, which can be very hot. To avoid the burn injury, ensure that engine is cool before you start working on spark plugs. Disconnect negative cable at battery. Carefully remove the spark plug cable from the plugs. Remove one cable at a time. If you pull the cable, it may damage the cable. Pull the cable holding the boot at the end of the cable. Do not use excessive force to remove the cables. Rotate it slightly to make it free if it is stuck in place. In case if vehicle is equipped with direct ignition system, remove the necessary components such as air cleaner assembly to gain access to the spark plugs. Disconnect ignition coil connectors. Remove ignition coil bolts and then pull out ignition coil assemblies. Use the appropriate size of spark plug socket, extension rod, and universal joint to reach the spark plugs. Place the spark plug socket on the plug. Loosen the plug by turning the ratchet anti-clockwise. Keep rotating the ratchet until plug becomes totally loose. Now gently pull the socket out along with spark plug. Remove all the plugs one by one. After removal, mark the cylinder number on the spark plug. This helps to identify the location of spark plug and accurate diagnosis of any related trouble. Get the new spark plugs specified for the vehicle. Remove the new spark plugs from the packing and check the air gap on each plug. Use feeler gauge to measure the gap. Take the blade as per the gap specification for the plug. Slide the gauge between electrodes gently. The gauge should slide in, touching both the electrode without using a force. If the gauge is not sliding in, increase the gap slightly by pushing the ground electrode upwards gently. If the gap is more than specification, gently tap the ground electrode towards the center electrode. Now gently insert the spark plug into the socket. If socket has a rubber boot, make sure that the upper part of plug is seated securely in the rubber boot. Now insert the plug along with socket in the plug hole using appropriate length of extension rod. Hand tighten the plug by few threads. Do not use excessive force to align the plug to the hole. Do not use ratchet until you have hand tightened the plugs by a few threads. This may result in cross-threading and damage to cylinder head. Tighten the plugs using the ratchet until it cannot be tightened without using a force. Now finally tighten the plugs to the recommended torque. A special tool, spark plug adapter, with inbuilt specified torque setting can also be used to install and tighten the plugs to specified torque without using the torque wrench. Install ignition coils. Tighten ignition coil bolts to specified torque. Connect ignition coil connectors. Install rest of the components in reverse order. Connect negative cable to battery. Start the engine and check for its proper operation. Remove the fender covers and close the bonnet.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you all.